One of the many great things about my wife is that she enjoys making as much as I do. She had the idea to 3D print the wings for the angel ornaments instead of scroll sawing them, and I wanted a different form for the angel bodies. I started with some square 1-inch stock and chucked it up, then rounded it out. I created a bead at the end for the head. I had to start the shoulder to be able to bring the head down into a neck. Shaping the body was a shallow cove. Started from the shoulder, then estimated where the bottom of the body was going to be and brought the cut up to the center of the cove. I then went to where the bottom of the skirt would be, similar to the cove for the body, except one-sided. That left some fuzz which I removed and created a shoulder similar to the shoulder by the neck. I did a little bit of sanding to get the tool marks out, and still not very good with spindle turning. I'm using a pen finish here. It's overkill for durability, but it's easy to use. When parting this off, I'm clearing a fair bit of material so I can go in with the final cut at an angle underneath the angel. To make the angel wings, I'm using Fusion 360. I start by selecting a plane to create a sketch. I'm now making a circle to represent the head and a box to represent the available area for wings, and then I turn them into construction lines. These are done in inches. As an American, it makes sense to me. The rest of the model will be done in millimeters, which makes sense to the 3D printer. I'm using the spline tool to create a free-ish form line for the wing. And that spline and create a new one for each of the feather tips of the wing. Since the spline ends are locked together, I can now shift things around until I get a shape that's pleasing to the eye. I noticed points were snapping to grid while I I tried to shape things, so I turned that off. Here I'm adding ribs to the wings, following the feather points up to the top of the wing. I want these lines to be mostly parallel. I selected all the outer lines for the wing and add an offset of 1.6 millimeters, a multiple of the printer nozzle. Then I do the same thing for the ribs of the wing, and some final adjustment for the ribs shape. Here I'm adding a circle for the hole that will be used for the tack to attach the wings. The sketch is finished. I select all of the closed geometry and extrude it based on a multiple of the printer's layer dimension. I use the mirror tool to mirror the wing along the faceplane of the wing, and I get a full set of wings. I now export the body to an STL and send it directly to the slicer. I'm using Cura for my slicer. It takes the STL and converts it into instructions for the 3D printer. And the printer dutifully prints the wings in about 40 minutes. I find a face which would look good for the back and drill out a hole for the wings. Then another in the head for a mounting eye hook and another for the halo, which any idiot would know to drill on the backside of the head instead of winding up with a unicorn halo like this one did. But lucky for me, I had another one on hand that I didn't screw up, so look at that one for a bit. Thanks for watching. I welcome comments and questions below. God bless.